There's a lot of talk on a passage in Isaiah 11 about the wild beasts, and many interpret that there will be no devouring of creatures in paradise, or even after the 1,000 year period. Right, that animals will live in peace. Right, lions will not harm sheep. Hawks will not do their preying. Eagles, right? Killer whales will not kill. Let's read that passage. Isaiah 11, verse 6. Let's start from verse 6. And the wolf will actually reside for a while with the male lamb. And with the kid, the leopard itself will lie down. And the calf and the maned young lion and the well-fed animal all together. And a mere little boy will be leader over them. And the cow and the bear themselves will feed. Together their young ones will lie down, and even the lion will eat straw, just like the bull. And the sucking child will certainly play upon the hole of a cobra, and upon the light aperture of a poisonous snake will a weaned child actually put his own hand. They will not do any harm or cause any ruin in all my holy mountain, because the earth will certainly be filled with the knowledge of Jehovah, as the waters are covering the very sea. Side note, none of these creatures live in heaven, right? So on the earth, as long as man is here, as long as animals are here, which the earth will be here forever. So animals will be here forever. Man will be here forever. Back to the main point. Is it saying that animals will never, well, killer animals will never kill? Let's reason on the scripture. And let's put away our perception of violence, right? Just because to us it seems too cruel doesn't mean that it's not a nature of God, right? Jehovah is a God that acts. He kills when killing needs to be done. Okay, so if if we were to live in those days where an adulterous woman would be stoned to death, would we say, "Oh my God, how can God permit such a thing? You stone someone." Do you know what it looks like when someone is being stoned to death? It looks very cruel, but yet that was a command that God put upon the nation of Israel. Right? Just because it's not going on today doesn't mean He didn't once allow it to happen. Okay, now again in Isaiah 11 it says the wolf will actually reside for a while with the male lamb. Why is that? Let's reason. Armageddon comes. After Armageddon, so many things are destroyed. The earth needs to be brought back to normal conditions and into paradistic conditions. At that point, during that 1,000 year reign, is not the time for the wolf to be killing the little amount of sheep that's left. The sheep needs to produce to normal range, normal size, right? Let's say 5,000 sheep. Right now, there's only 100 sheep. If you let the wolf keep eating the lamb, you're not going to have any sheep left. So for a while, they will reside together. And Jehovah will make the wolf eat straw just like the lamb. Did this happen before? Think of the days of Noah. The flood comes. Noah enters into the ark. The wolf is with the lamb. The lion is with the zebra. Now is not the time for the lion to be eating the zebra. There's only 2 zebras. Okay, there's probably only 2 sheep. Now is not the time for the wolf to be eating the sheep. So for a while they will reside together. The wolf will be eating straw just like the sheep. And even when they get out the ark, the Bible doesn't speak of these things, but common sense, now is not the time for the wolf to be eating the lamb. The lamb needs to have its children, They need to multiply. And then when things are back to normal, and Jehovah knows when that period would be, then he will let the wolf start doing its instinct, which is to prey on the sheep or any other creature that it was created to prey upon. The lion is built perfectly to kill. So Jehovah didn't give it those sharp teeth. He didn't give it those claws just to eat grass. He created it to hunt. All right, he created the eagle to hunt. He created the hawk to hunt. Right, a shark was made to hunt other fish. So you have sea creatures that hunt, and you have sea creatures that get hunted. You have animal creatures that hunt, and you have animal creatures that get hunted. Okay, so just because it looks violent doesn't mean we should think, oh, Jehovah's not going to allow that because it's too violent. No, he made them for that. Amongst humans, we're not supposed to kill each other. But in the animal kingdom, that's a whole nother world. Okay? So that's why it says, for a while, they will reside with each other. What would be the point of vultures if animals didn't hunt and there weren't carcasses left for the vultures, to eat? Right? So common sense, they were created to kill, they will kill. And put your notions aside because they are false. Okay? You have they're not called maggots, but basically what we would call maggots, they have maggots of the sea. And after killer whales kill off even a whale, the whale drops to the bottom of the ocean, and there are creatures that depend on the carcasses that the sharks have eaten but they didn't finish off. They depend on those carcasses. So everything is a balance, everything is a circle. When creatures don't hunt, when you take away, let's say you were to take away lions away from the safari, or if you were to take away tigers from the jungle, all the creatures that tigers hunt, or the creatures that lions hunt, will multiply to such a great degree that there will be no more grass and there will be drought. The ecosystem gets ridiculously interrupted. It even happened in the Yellowstone Park, and they realized that the amount of predators were not enough, so they had to put more predators in the Yellowstone Park. And then things, after I think about 7 years, things came back to normal. So the predators have to do their preying. That's how Jehovah created things. So that's how it must take place. So that's something I wanted to get off my chest. God is, he doesn't think the way we think. And if we think something is too violent, it doesn't mean he's not going to do it. He has his ways. And based on the animal kingdoms, we learn about how God is. All right. Thanks for watching.